Good morning, world. I am Judy, web-based therapist, making therapy accessible and convenient for our clients in Florida, in New York, and of course, sharing information worldwide. Today, we're talking about 5 tips for people with ADHD to help stop procrastination. They're really tools that anyone can use, but today we're talking to our people with ADHD. First thing, lay out your projects. I talk about the schedule. Don't just schedule it. Lay out your projects, make sure that it's on your schedule. And then on the day of, make sure it's outlined on your whiteboard. Make sure that whatever it is that you have to do, it makes your schedule so that when the time comes to do it, something happens, a beep, a ring, a loud alarm happens and says, hey, yeah, get up, go do this thing. I'm going to keep screaming and shouting and annoying you until you get up. So set schedules. And of course, you know how much I love things that beep. 2, set objectives as tasks instead of working on a whole goal. Working on a whole goal can be overwhelming. But if you set objectives, one little task, one simple task that you're going to complete, and of course, that task is going to have its own little spot on your schedule, on your day's agenda, then it makes it easier to do one piece of the project at a time as opposed to thinking, spending days going, dealing with all the anxiety that comes with um, anticipating working on this whole entire project that seems overwhelming. But you can do one little task, right? Just one. 3, schedule things during your own window. I know I talk about the own window all the time. That's your effective time. Your own window is what time are you most on your game? What time are you most energetic? What time are you on? What is the best time for you to work on things? Figure out what your own window is, and of course, how long your own window is. If you have a 45-minute on window, please don't schedule to do things for an hour and a half because after 45 minutes, you're pretty much done and you're just wasting 45 more minutes. Figure out what your own window is and schedule things within your own window. 4, make arrangements to get feedback or to check in with someone. It's a lot easier to be people people manage time better when there's somebody else involved. So instead of just working and yeah, I'm gonna turn in this project when it's due, or going through and dreading doing the project until the last day, and then next thing you know, it's 11 o'clock and the project is due at 8 o'clock. Schedule as you go through, you laid it out, you set your objectives, you put it on your calendar, and you make sure that you set it during your own window so that you're doing every little task when it comes in. Make sure that you're setting these benchmarks and have someone that you're checking in with, someone that you're going to get feedback with, because that will motivate you to do whatever it is that you need to do in order to get the work done. So do that. Finally, don't identify as the habit. Procrastination is a habit. It's not who you are. Identify as who you are, the capable, skilled, talented, strong person who happens to have ADHD. You're not ADHD. You're not procrastination. You're you. Don't identify. Don't say I'm a procrastinator. No, that's not who you are. You're a person who happens to procrastinate a few too many times, but that's okay because we're working on it. Identify as yourself because I think, therefore I am. You are you are what you think. You are what you focus your energy on. If you're focusing your energy and constantly thinking, I'm a procrastinator, you have to prove yourself right. If that's who you believe you are, you have a duty to prove yourself right. Therefore, you're going to continue to procrastinate because, yes, how wrong of you would it be if you proved yourself wrong? To prove yourself right, you will keep procrastinating. But if you stop identifying yourself as a procrastinator, if you stop identifying yourself as this behavior that you've engaged in a few too many times, then eventually you may start seeing the results of you, the actual person, the person who is at the moment not engaging in that behavior, who is at the moment not succumbing or letting that habit take over. You're capable of getting up and deciding, you know what, I'm going to do this and jumping up and do it. So you're not a procrastinator. You're just a person who happens to procrastinate a few too many times, but we're working on that right now. Okay, let's do a quick recap. First, lay out your projects, schedule it, and schedule it so that it beeps when the time to do it comes, and make sure that it's on your whiteboard so that you're seeing it throughout the day. Two, set objectives as tasks instead of working on a whole project. A whole project can be overwhelming, but one little task, you got that. Three, schedule things during your own window. Don't try to do an hour's worth of work when you know that your own window is 30 minutes or 45 minutes. Figure out what your own window and make your schedule fit that own window. You can have three 30-minute blocks, but you can't have a block of an hour and a half because you know that you're good for 30 minutes. Let's see. 4, make plans or arrangements to get feedback or check in with someone, because when you know you're checking in with someone, when you know you're getting feedback from someone, you're a lot more motivated. The pressure, the onus to do things, is a little higher. So if that's what you need to do, if you need that little extra fire, set it up. And finally, don't identify as a habit or as the behavior. Procrastination is a habit. Procrastination is a behavior that you engage in, but it's not who you are. Identify as yourself. You're a capable, loving, skilled, talented person self. And pretty soon, hopefully, you will start seeing the results of what your capable, talented, skilled person self can do. As always, if you or someone you know happens to be going through something that's more than you can handle, please remember that even right now, even when things are more chaotic, there are professionals like myself who are available, able, and willing to help, and are even providing remote services who can assist with whatever you may have going on. So please figure out who those people are in your community so that if you need the help, you can reach out and get the help that you need. And that is all we have for today. Good morning, world. Have an awesome day.